going live any minute now. Look, I'm sorry. My subscribers need to know. I know you want to keep it a secret, but no, I don't keep secrets from my friends. Oh, hey everybody, I didn't even see you guys there. I'm having my little argument with my Elvis squirrel. What's that? No, I have to tell them. He doesn't want me to say nothing. I don't know. You know, if you didn't have a pompadour like Elvis Presley, we'd probably put you back outside. He's being really squirrely today. Who's pregnant? Let me tell you something. What do you think this is? Was it Abraham and what's her name there? Well, he was 100 and she was 90, Sarah? Okay. Hey, Fairbrooks. Hey, Natty. Nobody's pregnant. Hey, Janet. Hey, Karen. Janet. Tiffany. Tiffany and Brian. Mural's here. Fairbrooks is here. Calamity Jane. JC's here. Calf's Kitchen's here. Okay, I think I got everybody. I do have somebody starting some merch for me, but no, the news today is, as of yesterday, oh, Robin Sumner here, cool. I started following them yesterday or the day before on the recommendation of, I think, Karen. So if you want to go check them out, they are trying to grow their channel. So as of yesterday morning, I did get, excuse me, I did get notification that I did reach the final monetization. So I did break over the 4,000 hours. Yes, Calves, I saw you. Yes, Calf's Kitchen. So thank you, Natty. So doing well, Claire. Hope you are too. So as of yesterday, I did hit the full-on monetization. So I did reach over the 4,000 hours. There's one thing I didn't like about it, and I don't know if anybody else here has faced that, but I'm going to mention it. It's just a little detail. It really bugged me. But you know, life goes on. But before I get into that, I just want to say I hope everybody's okay. I hope everybody's been safe, because it really is about your family and you being safe. So hopefully everybody that's in the path of this storm is okay. Hopefully if you've had power outages, hopefully you've restored your power. Hopefully you're inside and you haven't had any accidents. You're home, safe and warm. That is very important. Hey, Hen House. So with that said, but yes, yesterday was the day. And I just wanted to come on and just say to everybody, first and foremost, and I said this before when I was partially monetized, is thank you. Getting monetized isn't just the creator creating video or content. It is literally everybody coming together, helping each other out as a community. And this community, I gotta say, I follow a lot of different people that aren't part of this community. And I can tell you right now, I know just watching comments and stuff, I go to those channels because I like the content they have and they're a bigger channel. They don't have the camaraderie and the community that we have here. So that's really cool. So I just wanted to say thank you to everybody, because it was impossible to do. And if you watch hours, and Natty knows this, Grandma Teresa, anybody that's been close, it can be excruciating to watch. You think you have it, and then the next day they took hours away, and it just keeps you inch forward, then you go back, then you inch forward. Thank you, Natty. I saw that coming. I was waiting to see who was gonna get that person first, and if I was a betting man, I would have bet on Natty. Janet's quick too. Janet got 17 inches of snow. My goodness. But you know, I don't sit there and worry about it because it was a goal, and I reached the goal. And that doesn't mean I don't want to get. I want money to come in. We all want money to come in, but each and every person here has played a part in it, and big parts in it. And some of you have been here since the beginning or near beginning of Okies Eden, and you've been there with me. You've watched my bad videos, you've watched my bloopers, you've watched my good stuff, which there's not much of, but hopefully it'll get better. And I am so grateful to everybody here, and I don't just say that lightly. Anybody that knows me personally, my own personal life, if I'm saying thank you to somebody, I mean it immensely. I mean, from the bottom of my heart. And we're gonna go over some stuff here shortly. Oh, hey, Lisa J. Stocks, I appreciate that. That's never necessary, but thank you, I do appreciate that. And I was waiting for Shannon to come in. Thank you, Shannon. I could, if I was at Shannon's house right now and I was drinking coffee and I happened to set this down on the table she just redid, I bet you I couldn't find it. I was hoping Shannon would show up so I could say that. Missy Cooking and More. Missy Cooking and More was Missy Cooking in a Budget. She's now Missy Cooking and More. Lisa J. Stocks. So anyways, thank you to all my subscribers. I'm here. I finally made it over the threshold, and I'm going to talk about some stuff shortly in a few minutes here about stuff that's coming up in the future that is going to pertain to everybody here. Thank you, CL. Brother from another mother. It would blend in, Shannon. Shannon's done she's refurbishing some furniture at her house, and she's done a really nice job. She did her kitchen table with sunflowers, and she's very artsy like that. I can't do that stuff. She's done a really good job. Jesse, I gave you a blue wrench. I thought I'd already done that before. But anyways, I just want to thank everybody, honestly. You know, the thing that really, because I do appreciate it, and we're moving forward, and this platform, I'm going to go over here in a minute, this platform is going to continue to grow and grow and grow, and I'm going to go over that in a minute, because everybody here has been a part of that. Oh, hey, JC. JC here has played a huge part. We followed each other a while back, and that's been a really good ride. We've traded things off and on, and in the mail and stuff, and it's been pretty fun. So go check out JC. But yeah, so one annoying thing, and if you got monetized recently, tell me, yes, breathe, yeah, right. The one annoying thing about this whole thing, I went to bed, what's today? Monday? So Sunday. Today's Monday, so Sunday I was monetized. Saturday night, I go to bed. I check my earned, you know, your earned is 5 days behind. So my earned goes back 5 days. But as of Saturday night, before I went to bed, my hours read 39.25. I'm sorry, 39.75. 3,975 hours. And so I'm like, okay, it could happen tonight. If I have a good night, it'll be interesting to see if I popped in the morning. Thanks, Alyssa. And by how much? I get up, I forget about it in the morning. I get up, have my coffee, I'm working around because, you know, I'm taking care of making sure we got power, no pipes are broken. Good morning, Japan. All of that stuff, making sure everything is good around the homestead. And I always start the cars, scrape them off in case there's an emergency. At least then I don't have to go out and wait for the stuff to thaw. I get everything thawed off before the day starts. And what happened was I went in and it showed everything unlocked. It says, okay, you can now go in and do the not AdSense, ad revenue, shorts, all the stuff that it gives you the opportunity, because now you're monetized. I wanted to scroll down to see how many hours I had overnight. It took that away because now you're monetized. I was like, I wanted to know how many I came over. Now, I know what I could do is I could go into the analytics and look at the chart, but that's not going to be the exact amount because those are total hours. I wanted the earned hours. And I just wanted to see, did I make it by 40, 4,001? Did I make it by 4,010? Did I make 50 hours? Did I make 10 hours? I made 26 hours, 27 hours, enough to get me over the top. So, but thank you very much. I just appreciate everybody here. You don't know how much I appreciate everybody here. So with that said, I want to just show a couple things real quick. So my wife just, she gets these things from this down near her where she works. It's an auction house online. Stuff is returned from Amazon. It's still all good stuff. They didn't want it, they returned it, or then Amazon sends it, it's overstock or whatever they send it. So everybody knows I do my pour over coffee. I have my little wooden device. I put my cup in, I put my funnel over the top with my filter and drain the coffee through the filter. So she bought me this. See if I can get it out of the light. It says coffee on it. It's got the 3 holes in the bottom. You put your filter in it, and that's my pour over. I'll still use I put it on top of the wooden part, but just, isn't that cool? She got that for $1. It's ceramic. It's like a $10, $15 mug. She got it for $1 at that auction site. So what happens is she goes in just like some of the other auction sites. You can go in and she watches the price, and if it's something she's like, I'll try to get that. At the end of the day, if it's going to go off auction at like 4 o'clock, she'll go in at $3.55 and put $1. And then they said, okay, so she got this for $1. Before I continue with the other stuff, I also wanted to say, we got through this storm here unscathed. It was cold, we had ice and stuff. We haven't really been out because the roads are still untouched because I'm in the backwoods. These roads will fall on their own. So that's why we get ready. I have enough food in here to last us till kingdom come. But one thing I did want to show people is you might want to try getting, they make these for all makes. This happens to be for my Ryobi type. No, this is not a paid promotion. But this is just a mini, and it's a knockoff. But this is just a mini. Oh my goodness, Jane, you did not have to do that. Oh my goodness, Jane. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Oh my goodness. Wow. That color it burned my retinas. Thank you. So wow. I really appreciate that. But anyways, this is an inverter. Thank you. Thank you so much. And what you do is you can plug your cord in right there if it's 110. So you can plug a lamp in, and it's 200 watts. So for an LED lamp, we have these LED lamps that are 10 watts. This will last a while for a lamp. You just take your battery. They make these for Craftsman. They make these for DeWalt. They make them for Milwaukee. I got a couple of these. 2 of these total was $52. And then you just snap your battery in, and then you can charge your iPhone, your iPad, plug your computer in or whatever if you need to quick do a shutdown without having to power off. And it's really cool. It's got, I'm not going to shine it too far in, but it's got the flashlight automatically on there. They're LED, so they'll last a long time. But I have 2 of these. So if you ever are looking for something, this is a really good, you can get them for 2 for $50, $51. These can be a lifesaver. That way if your power goes out and your phone's half charged, you don't have to worry. I got 8 batteries because I have them in my shop, all fully charged. So 8 times 2, I have 1,600 watts of power. That would last me probably a week. Thank you, Jane. I don't know what happened, but the trolls picked the wrong day to come to my channel. I got JC, Calamity Jane, and Natty Homemaker on it. Thank you, Natty. And again, Jane, it's Jen, I know. I call her Jane. It's been etched in my head. But anyways, that is going to be something coming up. I do like making those emojis. I'm making some smaller ones because they would get really expensive to send those emojis through the mail. I do. If I remember, I'll post the link. Just got it off of Amazon. If you just go in and type inverter, Ryobi inverter or Craftsman inverter, it'll come up with the main name brand, and then it'll show knockoffs. Just got them right off of Amazon and had them in 2 days. So haven't had to use these yet, but when we do, I'm ready to go. It is. That's why we got them for power outages, definitely. And because we have tornado weather coming up. I'm probably going to get a couple more, because that way, you know, I'm thinking if I could try to see if I could run them in series or parallel or something to try to combine them. I don't know yet. We'll see. But I'm kind of trying to work on that. So I said before, once I got monetized, I wanted to now, because my channel is about the homestead and the garden especially, and growth. So growing the homestead, growing the garden, growing my YouTube. And now that we're still growing, and that we passed that one milestone, the big milestone, like I said before, we want to now I want to turn my focus. This channel is still going to be about gardening and homesteading, but I still want it to be about YouTube growth also, because I keep finding stuff out as I work through analytics, because I study all that stuff and try to figure it out. And I want to share that whenever I come across information that will help other channels that are smaller, that can possibly benefit. I'm going to say it. Hey, Chris Lee, how you doing? So I got a couple things here I'm going to go over here in a few minutes. But first I wanted to say we're coming towards the end of January. And towards the end of the month, we're trying to get people monetized. So thank you, Shannon. I really appreciate that. Hey, Anna, how you doing? Anna Yoder, go check out Anna here. Let me give you a blue wrench, Anna. I thought I did that the other day, and I guess I didn't. There you go, Anna. So please, you know, feel free to check everybody out here. I got monetized partially in December 24th, which was cool because that's when we celebrated Christmas as a family. So to me, that was like my Christmas present. And now, what? 26. So literally on the 24th, it would have been the 24th, 26th, no, 25th, I got monetized fully in January. So what I'm doing is I'm creating a list each month, and I'm going to do a community post. So I got fully monetized in January. JC Calamity Jane not only got partially monetized, but she got fully monetized in January, and she's growing really rapidly. She's got a really good channel. Go check her out. Okay, who is the closest? I have my setup to loop watch. Who is closest? I'm gonna say I messaged Poetic Tears earlier because she was trying to get to the partial last week, and we've been trying to push her over. I haven't got a response yet, so I don't know if she made it or not. But I know Dr. Ninja Turtle is getting close. I know Down Home Misty Style is very close. If you follow her, Down Home Misty Style is close in hour. She was at, I think she needed 35 hours or something the other day, I think. She may be over because she's 5 days behind the way YouTube tallies stuff. So that would be a couple there you could go with. Hey, Grandma Teresa. So with that said, I can now, at the end of the month, I can say, mine was fully monetized. JC was partially and fully monetized. I'm hoping Poetic Tears gets monetized. I'm hoping for sure Fire Dr. Ninja Turtle gets monetized. And if Down Home Misty Style gets monetized, that'll be 5 that reached full and 3 that reached, 2 that reached full and then 3 that reached partial. Yeah, Chris, yeah, she's getting close. I'm just waiting to hear back if she got monetized or not. I think she probably is. I'm hoping she is. But anyways, then I'll have 5 at the end of the month. And then the rate this group is growing, I'm hoping in February, when we get to the end of February, I'll be able to show 4 or 5 more from this community that reached some kind, either partial or full monetization. Because when people set goals, especially in a community, when communities start reaching those goals, or if you're in a business, if you have a business and you're meeting goals at the end of the month, or you're trying to meet a goal so you can all get a bonus, everybody pushes and pushes and pushes to get to that point. And then when you reach it, it's exciting to go back, look back. Okay, these 5 people reached full or partial monetization. Then at the end of December, after Christmas of next year, I know 2026, end of the year, we can go back and we can say how many people got monetized on this community, in this community. That's going to be really, really, really cool. So again, thanks everybody. My intentions are, I'm going to go over here in a minute on what I intend to do, but I still am running, like today I'm running some Misties. I'm running a new channel, but I've been running Misties because Misty was really close. It is, it's about making the $100 goal. You're right, Natty, exactly. And because each month you got to break, if you don't break the $100 in that month, you don't get the paycheck. You got to wait till the next month, so on and so forth, is what I gather from it. Correct me if I'm wrong, Natty, but if you make $98 at the end of the month and they make the paychecks go out, you don't get one till the next month when you break the 100, I believe. Okay, Shannon needs 4 more subscribers. So I'm gonna write her name here and I'll do a shout out later for Shannon. Us and our bunch. If you don't follow her, if you can go check her out. It rolls out till next month. Okay, thank you, Natty. Yeah, and yeah, so, and this is gonna happen. If you watch Shannon, she's got a really good channel. Her husband, her and Aaron, I think he's got a channel with Sasquatch and stuff. I believe it's still active. I know they're talking about getting chickens, and I'll tell you right now, if they get chickens, yes, Natty, I know. That's because of Canada, right? In the US, it takes 30%. So YouTube takes a chunk. And I know if you're in a different country, they take even more, so. Yeah, they don't take, no, they told me mine was 30. And so far, as I'm watching analytics, I'm doing the math and it is showing 30. But we'll see, who knows? Yes, plus taxes, yes. Oh yeah, plus taxes, yeah. You know, and I think that's a little excessive, but I think at the end of the day, they're still a business. I get it. They got to stay in business, and it's the price you have to pay. You know. Well, I'll see sometime if I can get you one. This is a company, Gipfel. It is a Dutch or German company. I can't remember. In upstate New York, it's a coffee place I frequent when I'm up there visiting my family. It is exciting times. So, boom, that part's out of the way. A reminder, tomorrow, I'll have to check the community post. I'm gonna do another post tonight. Tomorrow is strings and pucks. We have a collaboration tomorrow. So he's gonna be coming on my channel. Thank you, Camp's Kitchen. And I'm excited about that. I've been watching his stuff. I've been watching his playlists. Been to his lives. He's got a great voice. He can really play the guitar. And I guess he's trained, college trained or whatever, university trained in piano. Yeah, feel free to tell us, Rob. You tell us how many you need to get to the 500. Hey, Easy Street. Anyways, so tomorrow, I'm hoping that people can show up for that. If not, if you can watch it later. I'm trying to use my channel as a jump off point for other channels, and that was one of my goals when Aaron still has his channel but hasn't had time to do anything. Yeah, I know he works full time, so I know it's more difficult. It's difficult to do that. But I've been saying since I started, you know, once I get monetized, I want to then pay forward things that I've learned, things that I know. I know other channels that have been growing that we follow each other now, and they're watching how this community does things, and then they're enacting those things in their channel, and their channels are starting to pop. So I'm gonna go over some of that stuff here in a few minutes. It might be repetitive or redundant for some, but there are a couple new things I'm not sure if everybody knows about yet. I did find out, but I wanted to share that because I'd really love to see people explode on this channel and become monetized. Because, you know, times can be tough, and it's always nice to have a little extra jingle in your pocket, you know, as I used to say. So if you can be there tomorrow, hopefully you can see. Strings and Pucks and I on a collaboration, and then hopefully you can check his channel out, and then hopefully someday I'll be on his channel for a collaboration. Who is it? Coach Juliet Edens. I'm going to be on her channel here coming up in February. She's having me on her channel. I'm excited about that. I love doing collaborations with other channels. So if you want me on your channel, after this is over, just go down to the comments and just put collaboration or send me an email. It's in my main page. It's just okieseden@gmail.com. I don't share that with anybody. I don't send people things from that, any unwanted emails. I use them for correspondence to send seeds out, or if I have to get somebody's address where they don't want it live, I can do it on that. That's all it's used for. And most of the ones I've had have been deleted. And then I have a couple that I have a couple strings, email strings that we are back and forth on. And then when that's all handled, I'll end up getting rid of that. I don't keep people's emails in my system for long, they get deleted. And I don't send people unwanted correspondence like, oh, buy this book or buy this. I don't do that. It's literally about connecting to get either some seeds or do a collaboration or something else, or tell me how many hours you have so we can help out. Hey, Spongy and Rushing Wind Mountain. Thank you. Thank you very much, Rushing. I appreciate it. Now the fun begins. Anyway, so tomorrow, 2 o'clock. Sometime this week, I've been working on, oh, thank you, Spongy. I appreciate that. I got some jewels or something. I still got to look that up. I have no idea what jewels mean. I don't know what jewels and gifts and all that stuff means. I just haven't really studied it much. Thank you, Easy Street. I'm doing a montage this week. So and the way it starts is a couple pictures of me, still photos, when I was 4 years old. And then it's going to scroll through those with some music, and then it's going to pick up, and it's going to bounce back and forth between when I first started the garden at Okies Eden to when it was flourishing, to pumpkins, to beans, to potatoes, to bare ground, to trellises, to snow. It's just going to go through 5 or 6 minutes of video that's just all light music playing behind it, but it shows you me at 4 years old, and then going up through the history of today. So that's going to be released this week, and you'll see there's a thumbnail on the I don't think you can see it yet because it doesn't release till this week, but it's a 3-section thumbnail. It's pretty creative. That's coming out. Spongy premiere at 4:30. So Spongy, I'll check that out, Spongy. You are Eastern, correct? So it's 3:30 my time. Okay, so with that said now, boom. So I'm gonna have a montage of my channel this week with me starting as a child, and then you'll see the very first scene going in is 3 pictures of me when I was 4 years old. Which is crazy. That's 56 years ago. I mean, literally, oh my goodness. When I think about that, I'm like, where did those 56 years go? Okay, let me go over a few things. If you're new, you might have been on YouTube for a long time. YouTube releases information on the studio. So always check your YouTube studio. I check it on my computer once every day or two on our laptop. And then I get just a bigger view. I don't miss as much instead of the little screen. Well, one of the things recently is you're going to notice if you do a live stream, okay, try doing it vertical. Like right now my phone is in the vertical position like it's a short. So if you're doing a tutorial or I'm out in the garden, I will still tip it sideways because you need to see everything that's going on. If I'm doing a tutorial on the ground, you don't want to see me in my John Denver haircut here talking about something, but you can't see what I'm doing. So in tutorials and things where instructional, where you're trying to show something being planted or fixed or woodworking, you do. But if you're doing a live stream, check your numbers. Do one horizontal. A couple days later, do a vertical. And I think what you're going to find is you're going to double, triple, or quadruple the views. And I looked into it, and I've been researching the last week. The reason they do that is because to this day, if people are on their phone, they want, like a TikTok-ish type thing, they want to see it in the vertical position. They want to see the entire picture. If you do it sideways, it shrinks it down to that, and you don't get to see the picture. And a lot of people don't want to watch like that. They want to watch the full shot. And they do push, like YouTube Shorts, they do push a little bit different. They have the algorithm set up for Shorts because, you know, last year in 25, they wanted to be TikTok-ish. And I'm not trying to say they're trying to be TikTok. You know, they're not. They're trying to figure out how to get more people pushing more videos. They get more views, more revenue for them. So just try it. Hopefully it'll work for you. I've been getting about 100 usually overall over the, you know, a week or two, 100 views on my live streams. Vertically, they're going from 200 to 300. I had one that popped almost 400 the other day, and in 1 hour live stream, a day later it was at 400 views. They push it differently. So, and that it's funny, and the reason I even went and double checked because I wanted to see somebody, and I went to Have Fun in Nature. They didn't know this, but I went to their channel and I brought up their last 4 live streams. Okay, let me take care of this one, guys. I got this. If you have, I'll just say this really quick. If you have a political channel or you have a religious channel, I have no problem with that. I have, believe me, I have my religious beliefs. I have my political beliefs. I don't talk about that on YouTube, Facebook, or anything, because I'll tell you, it creates a lot of arguments and just silly drama, and that's why I don't deal with it. So I take those people off because I can already see where this is going, and we're not playing drama. We don't do drama. Okie don't do drama. Okie works on gardens. Anyways, I used them as my test. I went in and checked their last 4, and I think the first one they did vertical, and then the next few, hey Sooner, how you doing? They did a couple vertical, and you can see the hours jumped. I believe that's what she's talking about. I believe that's what Tiffany's talking about. So try it. It may work for you, it may not. But from what I understand, now I've checked AI sites, I've checked Google, I've checked other search engines, and I asked the same question. Exactly, I copy and paste it in. Hey, is this truly happening with the YT platform? And it comes back and it says yes, and here's why. So go research it. It'll tell you why it's doing it. They do push the vertical format better. So if you're struggling with views on your lives, try vertical and let me know. Get back to me. I would really like to know how it's going for you. That's just one tip. Thank you, Spongy. Give it a try. Spongy, next time you guys go live, try vertical. It should hopefully bounce your numbers up there. Spongy's at 630 or something subs, I believe, and her mom is getting close to being monetized. There's Granny Southern Corner. Hey, V Without Borders. V, I just announced earlier, I did get monetized, fully monetized. So thank you to everybody that got me here. I really, 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 really appreciate it. So on your live stream, if your shorts are vertical, make your live stream vertical 1 or 2 times and see if it doesn't change the number of views you get. They should go up. Premieres. Spongy just mentioned it. I know Shannon from Us and Our Bunch is doing it. I started researching more about premieres. The last 3 weeks I've done a cooking premiere. All of those cooking premieres have not had huge numbers as far as views, but what's happening is they're growing every day. The analytics are solid as far as average watch time. It helps with your click-through rate, which they want 4 to 5% or higher, so YouTube will continue to push it. And then you want to see your impressions. So if you're an analytic nerd like I can be sometimes, what you're going to see is when your video first goes out, YouTube pushes it out. You get a lot of your people, your subscribers, and people that follow you or are close to other people that follow them, check it out. Then what happens is it might, if it does well, it'll throw it out 6 to 12 hours later. It'll throw a second batch out to new people. And as long as that CTR and that average watch time kind of stay, it's not even cared about views, it's looking at average watch time and click-through rate. As long as the people are watching it a lot of it, they know it's a decent or decently done video, they'll throw it out again. So I have my last 3 premieres are growing slowly in views, but the average watch time, people are staying longer on them. And now I'm going to share with you, you might have heard this before, but I'm going to share with you because I wanted this to be a grow channel. And this is what I plan on doing. As I learn something on YouTube, I want to be able to share this. So ChatGPT or Gemini, if you use any of those for helping with your titles and your descriptions, if they prepare a title and a description for you, okay, it's going to save it. So when you go back into ChatGPT and you sign in, you can do this on free. You don't have to pay for this. This is free. They'll give you so many opportunities to ask questions or maybe do a thumbnail or fix up a photo for you before it says, okay, you got to pay to continue or you got to wait 24 hours. No big deal. I don't care. I'm always a week ahead on videos. So what you want to do is just ChatGPT, Granny Southern Corner, just go into ChatGPT. It'll bring you right in on Google. What you want to do is, if it created a title for you, and then you take that title and you fix it up a little bit and put it in your video, now what you want to do, after that video runs for, say, 12 hours, you've set it a couple days out, it runs, okay? Now what you're going to do is go back to ChatGPT, get back to that string that did the title for that, because I have 50 or 60 videos in there with titles that help me create for that. So go back into ChatGPT to that exact string that you started for that video that they help you create the stuff for it. Go back in and say, hey, I had 100 views in 12 hours. My click-through rate is 3%. My average watch time, it's a 15-minute video, but I'm only getting 4 minutes average watch time. And I've got 1,000 impressions. Put that information into ChatGPT. It now takes that information and puts it in with that string for that video you created, okay? You go away. 2 days later, you go back and check that channel. You've gained some views. You might gain a little bit of this. You might have lost some of your click-through rate. Take all of that information again. Go back into that ChatGPT, into that string, and now under the first batch of information, you put that data in to ChatGPT. Go back in and say, okay, now it's been 36 hours. I have this many views, my CTR went down, my average watch time went down. What can I do to fix this? It will formulate a plan. So now, ChatGPT has all of this information from 2 or 3 different days, okay? And it's gonna say, well, next time, your channel needs to, let's focus on this, 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 and this. And that should improve it. So the next time you have ChatGPT create a video for you, so say it's a cooking video, you're going to do, souffle something, okay? You tell ChatGPT, hey, I'm doing this chocolate souffle for my cooking channel. But using the analytics that we talked about in my video about roasting vegetables, can you formulate a good, solid title and description for me that will help me reach people, help me improve my clicks, help me improve my click-through rate? That might take 3 or 4 iterations with different videos, but what you're going to find is every time you run another video, keep feeding in that string of information that they started, that ChatGPT helped you with. Keep feeding in the data over a 3 or 4 or 5 day period. Keep telling it, here's how many views it got in 36 hours. Here's how many it got in 48 hours. Here's my click-through rate. Here's my average watch time. Yes, that's right, Sooner Travels. So ChatGPT is going to learn your channel. It might take a few videos, but it's going to learn your channel. It's going to know what you want. It's going to know your audience. It's going to learn that. And then it's going to help you get better with all of those analytics. And it has worked for me, and I've seen other people talk about it. It does work. ChatGPT, I just do it off of Google. Literally, you can. Now that I got monetized, I'm thinking about buying the full package, because then they can help you create thumbnails. It can do all this data search and work for you, so you can create a better channel. I don't use the AI picture. They help me with some thumbnails sometimes, or a lot of times, but I use a lot of the information. Like the titles and descriptions, I'll put it in, but it doesn't always nail it, so I got to change certain things, but it still puts it out there. Yes, JC. I don't know if hopefully it worked for you. Hey, Colleen. But I've noticed over the last 3 or 4 weeks, all of my click-through rates have improved because it's using all of the SEO optimized, the search engine optimization. Then ask it for, give me the 5, don't overstock your videos with hashtags. Everybody will tell you, if you put in 20 hashtags, a lot of times YouTube just says, we're done. We're not gonna mess with this. Oh, thank you, Sooner. Wow, I appreciate that. I really appreciate that a lot. You didn't have to do that, but I do appreciate it. Sooner J Travels. JH Travels, I'm sorry. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. But anyways, let me just get back to this real quick. Put those data points in. So Shannon, just go into Google, ChatGPT. It'll pop it right up. It'll be the first thing that comes up. It'll say, it might ask you to log in. So I just use my Google login, and then I go in. If you try to create a couple photos, like if you say, hey, can you make this photo, clean this photo up a little bit? It'll give you like 3 chances. Then it'll say, now you hit the paywall. You got to either pay or wait 24 hours. I haven't paid yet. So I stay ahead on my videos. So if I hit the paywall, I just wait till the next day and create the thumbnail or a picture then. But it's pretty almost unlimited as far as data. Like I can go in and say, hey, give me a title for this. And then, but I kind of want it to say this. And then if it comes back, you can just say, I don't like that. I'd rather use this word, and kind of make this a surprise, or make this like, secret or something. And then it'll come up and it'll formulate something. So you can go, you can do all sorts of stuff with it. But I usually use about 5 hashtags, because YouTube will tell you, even YouTube, you go and search YouTube on the FAQs, and you go search Google, it's going to tell you, don't overstock. Don't shove a bunch of hashtags in there, and make sure the hashtags match what you're trying to sell. You know that, so just say, I do cooking. Well, NASCAR, say NASCAR racing is huge, right? I'm gonna see if I can get some of those people. Well, if I go in and I have farm to table cooking and I have homesteading in my hashtags, I shouldn't put NASCAR in there. YouTube does not like that. Don't overstuff it, and don't use nonsensical things that have nothing to do with you. Sooner you can, but from what I've learned from Google and what I've learned from YouTube is it even tells you don't overstuff, because it truncates. You can put them in, but YouTube doesn't like people overdoing it. It kind of looks spamish, they say. Now, again, that's me. That's the research I've done. Somebody else might find it. Yes, JC 5 to 7. The other thing with hashtags, I hashtagged my name, my Okies Eden, hashtag Okies Eden. I learned that a long time ago from somebody, and it's been working for me, because I'm on almost 400 videos now of my own that say hashtag Okies Eden, and that's always in my video. Now, if I go to Walmart, or I go looking at a computer, or I'm on somebody else's house, and I look at their channel, and I type in, I start typing in Okie, within usually the first 5, it comes up Okies Eden. And if I click on it, it brings my channel up. So, a year from now, when I have 1,000 videos out there, that's gonna be Okies Eden, hashtag Okies Eden is gonna be out there in the YouTuberverse. And people are searching Okie, it might pop up. They're going to click on my stuff. It's just a thought. It works for me. It works very well for me. I'm happy with it. V uses 5 to 10. Other people use 5 to 7. I use about 5, 6, 7 maybe. And like I said, they don't want to overstuff it. But once you finish your title and stuff, go ask. I go into Gemini and I go into, here's what I do. Go into Gemini, go into Google, go into ChatGPT or whatever else you have. Oh my goodness, 6, 7. Really, the whole 6, I don't even know what that means. I know there's a 6, 7 thing now. JC, thank you so much. I appreciate that, but that is funny. Oh my goodness, that's awesome. So I take 3 or 4 different sites and I say, hey, give me, here's my title and my description. Give me the top 5 or 6 hashtags that you would use if you were creating this. It'll come back. Okay, sooner, that makes sense. Yes, furlongs, yes. Okay, that's good, Tiffany. Oh, thank you, local reviewer. 20 joules. I got to look the joule thing up. I don't even know what the joules are. I had to look that up. I should know. You would think that, you know, I've done this long enough, I should know that. But anyways, I'll look it up tonight. And then I say, give me the top 5 hashtags. What would you use for hashtags that would get this out in the most searched, you know, so it would be searched the most. And then what I do is, I just go back to each of those pages and then I do one of those charts, the circle, you know, and then you just pick the ones that intertwine. So if it says hashtag farm to table and that one lists, all 3 listed that as one at the top, I use that one. If one says, you know, farm the number 2 table and the other 2 say farm 2 table, TO, I would pick those 2. And so the ones that interconnect with each other from the 3 channels, I use those as my hashtags, and that's been working. And then you know you got your tag words. Even though they say the tag words don't really do much anymore in the YouTuberverse, YouTube still says it does do a little bit. So I'm like, for the 5 seconds to go to ChatGPT and say, hey, for what you just gave me as a title and a description, could you give me 10 tag words that I can put before I upload it? And here's the trick. Here's the little trick. Ask it, please put a comma after each phrase or word. So then I can copy and paste it into the tag words. Otherwise, it'll just give you a list, and you got to go in and one at a time and then put your commas. ChatGPT, Google, the other ones will put a they'll put a comma in there for you. Then you can just copy, paste it in. So I hope that is all helpful to you guys. I hope that, you know, number 1, try vertical on your live. Number 2, try hashtagging your name. Number 3, start doing premieres. Premieres are nice because you get the interaction. People like to show up at the premiere because they know they can actually talk to whoever's on the channel. And then it's like a live, except it's an edited video. You're not talking verbally, you're typing with everybody. You can joke around. It's more relaxed because the video's done, the video's doing the talking for you, and then you're just enjoying the company of your subscribers and the watchers. And they do really well as far as analytics. And you check that out. Go check YouTube, go check AI, go check Google. It'll tell you vertical's good on your live streams. Premieres really help your channel. And so going forward, I know Jen, JC Calamity Jane, kind of talked to this the other day after she got monetized, was trying to come out with a way of helping people to grow their channel. I think we're kind of on the same page there, probably using different roads to get there, which everybody's different, everybody takes the different road, but we're all in the same community where we want not only us to grow, but get others to grow, because if we get 20 more people to get monetized that we can help, that just strengthens this community. And then we're gonna get, for paying it forward, you're gonna get some results from that too. What's the difference between a hashtag and a tag? So I believe the hashtags, that the hashtags kind of tells YouTube where to send it to. Once it gets to know you, it's going to be like, okay, here's where I send it. Your tag words, I believe, are for misspellings if I read it correctly. So if somebody says, so say they're doing, you know, souffle, and they spell souffle, S-U-F-L-A-Y, I believe it helps it kind of find souffle the proper way. So hashtags are for searches. So, hey, Happy Life Outdoors. So I hope, you know, I hope all those tips do help somebody. If you're new, if you're following, I hope you continue to follow. I hope you can bring others to this channel and bring others to other people's channels. Because the more we grow, the more successful this community is going to become. And like I said, I learned this, it took me, what, 10 months. I got the monetizations done. And you have to learn all of that the hard way. And I want to share that with people because I don't want you to have to go through that if you don't have to. Yes, I learned it, and it's good for me because I learned it. But if I can help the people here that are, you know, they've been so loyal and helpful and pushing me forward, I want to be able to give that back. That's a way to pay back those that have been pushing me along. If I can get you help or push you in the right direction to somebody else that can help you more so you can grow your channel and get monetized, I want to do that. I really do. So I find it exciting because, like I said, we got 4 or 5 this month that are going to get monetized or are monetized. Maybe we can double that next month if we just push, push, push and just keep at it. The one other thing I did want to say is I found this out. Has anybody noticed this? This is directly from YouTube. I got an email from YouTube. Oh, wow, thank you. Oh, Traveling Whitcombs, thank you. So you sent flowers and jewels and flowers and I gotta, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I gotta go look that up. Okay, and then like I said, Rob, what I do sometimes is I'll take a thumbnail and if I have ChatGPT kind of help me create it, I'll take it, when I save it, I'll take it over to Gemini. And I'll say, hey Gemini, I wanna run this. Here's the title and description I'm using. Is this a good thumbnail that'll work for this description and title? And it'll say, yeah, that probably is good, but you might want to change this and this. So then I'll take it and go back to that string in ChatGPT and I'll say, hey, I thought about it. What if I did this and this and this to the thumbnail? Would that be any better? And then ChatGPT will come back and say, that might help in this case. I would leave it the same, but yes, it could help. We could do that for the A/B thing there where you do the comparison. I might change it in the future if it doesn't do well after the first 48 hours. You might want to change it, but I would leave it. So I use them to kind of double check each other. Don't be afraid to do that. It's free. It's there. Why would you not do it? That's like me going outside and going to a restaurant and they say, hey, do you want two free tacos? And I'm like, no. I'm like, yes. I'll take the 2 free tacos. That just happened the other day. I'm not going to say no to free tacos. But anyways, so here's the new thing. This was on the YouTube news. This was on their website. I got an email. If you've had trouble opening comments or descriptions while in the YouTube app, that is an issue right now that's been on the YouTube platform. YouTube sent me an email on that. So maybe you got the email, maybe you didn't, or go to the dashboard. It gives you that information on YouTube dashboard or Studio. And they said, opening comments and descriptions have been slow or not working properly. But they said it's mostly on the Android platform, where the iPhones, I said, is still working good. It's something about the Android interface that they're having trouble with. So if you've been having that issue, trying to see people's comments or trying to comment or trying to read descriptions and it's not letting you, they're working on it. So don't be like, oh no, it's my phone and what's wrong with my phone, or what's going on now? They said that they've had an issue with it. So hopefully, does that all make sense to everybody? Again, before I, walk off of here, I do want to say thank you so much to everybody for getting me to this point. I couldn't have done it without anybody here. Everybody's, pushes and pushes and pushes. watches people's playlists, and that's going to continue. You're going to see I'm changing it up, but you're going to see still, hopefully almost every day, you'll see me saying, hey, I'm trying to get new channels out there that I follow that I like. I found another 10 that I really enjoy. I'm going to start mixing those in to try to get them moved up and get them into this community. And a lot of them are already here. Some have already been on here today and on my other stuff. And I think they see how successful we can be as a community, and they want a part of it, and it's going to help them. Local, I'm not awesome. I'm just trying to help people, but I appreciate that. I know what you mean. I shouldn't say that, but I appreciate everybody here. I really do. It's been a blast. It really has. I've learned so much from everybody here, because the ones that went before me, like Natty Homemaker, she'll put stuff out there every once in a while. She'll say, if you go to her lives, she'll say, well, this happened, don't do this or do this or do that, just off the cuff. And that's what a lot of us do is, once you get there, try to help somebody else. It's like life anyways. If you can help somebody, right? Why wouldn't you help them? If you have an opportunity to pay something forward, try to pay it forward. I think you'll see a lot more success, in my opinion, if you pay it forward and try to work with others on your channel. You don't have to agree with everybody all the time. Not everyone here. If I asked a question and everybody was honest, hey, give me your honest answer to this, you'd get a bunch of different answers. Because we're all different people. We're in different countries. We have different cultures. We like different things. We have different beliefs. That doesn't mean you can't be friends. Doesn't mean you can't help each other grow. You just don't argue about stupid things or dramatic things. Just focus on helping each other grow on YouTube. Because if you look at the stats on YouTube, it's kind of almost like frustrating, because only like 3%, 1 to 3% actually follow through and get full on monetized. Because they said usually it's the first few months, because in the first few months, and then, because I'm watching, I'll use them again as an example, Have Fun in Nature with Tiffany and Brian. They start out, and you get your first 10 or 15, and you feel like, what's going on here? Why am I not growing? Well, number one, YouTube's got to get to know you. Number two, you have 110 million people on the YouTube platform creating videos or content, whatever. So if you start out and you got 10 subscribers, you're going up against people with 100,000 subscribers. You're not going to win that fight. You have to dip your toe in the water and then slowly wade into the water, get used to the cold water. You'll get used to it, and then you'll start to like it, and then you'll start to keep going, and then before you know it, you're going to start to see, you hit your 50, now you can do lives. Oh, now I hit 100, I hit the century mark. Now I hit 250, I'm halfway to monetization or partial monetization. Just keep doing it. And like Have Fun in Nature, I like how they're doing it, because they're doing it months earlier in their process than I did. I was just stumbling around like a drunk monkey in the dark in the first 3 months of my YouTube channel, trying to figure it out and wondering why I haven't gone viral yet. Henhouse is one way from 250. See if somebody can get Henhouse over the 250 mark. Get them halfway to monetization. But anyways, that's why like Have Fun in Nature, you'll see them on a lot of lives. You'll see them on a lot of these homestead channels and travel channels, because they're trying to learn the code and trying to figure out the code. And if you're around enough people, they're going to rub off. You're going to pick up tips and tricks. Not tricks, they're just experiences from other people that have gone before you. Let them help you. It can't hurt, right? Exactly, Tiffany. Yep, just keep working at it. They go through a lot of the same lives that I've been to. And a lot of those, like, you go to Tuber Chat, you go to The Source, you go to these other channels, Fairbrick Studios. They're all more than willing to try to push your name out there and help. I know. Yes, have fun. Yeah, Tiffany, I know. You know, you're trying, you feel like you're growing, and then one day you lose some subscribers, then you gain some more, then you lose some more. Hey, Teacher Kelly. Teacher Kelly, thank you for being here. Teacher Kelly, we followed each other for quite some time now. I don't know if she was here in the beginning, but I did want to say it. Teacher Kelly, I did get fully monetized yesterday. Teacher Kelly is monetized, and she gave some really good advice in some of her videos about getting monetized and how it took her quite a while. And then she had the one breakthrough video and it helped her. So go check out Teacher Kelly Tag. Granny, yes, it takes a lot of work, but Granny's Southern Corner has a really good channel, and she's getting her mom involved more. Her mom is a hoot. They're both a hoot, but thank you, Teacher Kelly. Teacher Kelly, I learned a lot from Teacher Kelly, even though and that's what I've been trying to tell people is, they don't have to be in your niche, you know. Teacher Kelly Tech, she does a lot of teaching stuff and instructional stuff, and she sits on her back porch talking about instructional stuff, and she does a lot of collaborations and stuff. I'm do homesteading. I followed her, and I've told her this before, I followed her because when I came across her channel the one day, I liked how she did her audio video. And so I learned a lot on how she talks to the camera, number one, her thoughts on getting monetized. To pick her brain, she's been in she's been in education her whole career. And you can learn from people, even if they're not in your niche. They don't, she didn't tell me how to plant tomatoes, but she taught me. I watched her lighting, I watched her audio video, I watched the way she talked. And that's how you can learn from other people. They don't have to be in your niche. And a lot of it is, a lot of people don't like talking to other people in crowds, and they don't like to, or stage fright or whatever, and that's a big thing. And even on camera, they don't want to hear themselves, they don't want to see themselves. That's why one of the other tips I've used before is, and I did this early on because it took a little bit, every day, sit down, talk to the camera on your video for 5 minutes. Hey Todd, how you doing? Have something, try to talk off the cuff. I have notes, I always have notes here in case somebody shows up. And then it just lets, even if people show up, I know what I want to talk about real quick so I can make announcements. Talk to the camera. How many times, I say it a lot still, ah. How many times do you say ah? Do you keep itching your head? Do you keep doing this, or do you keep looking down, or whatever? Do that for 4 or 5 days, and then train that out of yourself. Go back, get those dishes done. I just did it, But, oh, Teacher Kelly, wow, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I was wondering what that was. It popped up, this laughing thing. Wow, thank you very much. Trying to be frugal is here. Edit the ums out, yeah. I don't always edit them out because a lot of times that's me. That's just the way I've always been. And it's tough to get that out of there. I try to get some of them out, and I try to be more mindful of that. But I think people like reality too. I was about to say it and I caught myself. But yeah, it does. I know a lot of people that go through and edit the ums and all that stuff too. I do. And some people kind of stare off into space, or some people be looking down the whole time. But that's why I say, put your phone right in front of you, put it on video, and just start recording. Listen to yourself. Look at your mannerisms. You know, are you making eye contact? Just like when you're talking to somebody face to face. That helped me a lot. So try that if you're just starting out and you can't seem to get comfortable in front of the camera or people. Try talking to the camera, and you'll start to learn really quick. If you have to, hold a coffee cup. Take a sip. Have a water that you can sip from every once in a while. Do something that can break those habits, you know? There's a lot of things you can do to improve things, but I really hope that this helped a lot of people. I hope The tips about going vertical on your live streams to get more views helps. Try to do more premieres. I think they help. From all the research I've done, which I've done quite a bit, they help. 10 push-ups per oh wow. Yeah, I'd be passed out. But, you know, there it is. That's the channel. Again, before I leave, a couple things. I want to thank everybody for getting me here, getting me over the goal. All I did was create videos and content. Everybody else pushes us over the top. So I just thank everybody here for helping me reach this monetization goal. And also, one of the other reasons I really enjoy this community is, you know, before Thanksgiving, my grandson had major surgery. And I kept getting messages and emails and comments every time I was on, or they put them on a community post, wishing my grandson well, wishing the family well, saying they're praying or sending good vibes or thinking about us. You know, that goes a long way to earning people's trust, and, you know, knowing you can watch their channel, knowing that there are really decent people out there that are in this community. So again, thank you for the monetization help. Thank you for always wondering about my grandson, how he's doing. He's doing well, by the way. He's, you know, has his first therapy appointment this week, so we can hopefully get him back to where he was before pre-operation. And that's where we're at with that. Other than that, I think the snowstorm, the snowmageddon of 2026, hopefully is petering out wherever you're at in the country. Today we were 26 degrees finally. Tomorrow we're supposed to be 36 and moving up a little bit. I hope everybody made it through unscathed. I really do want everybody to be safe. I hope everybody's feeling better and getting healthy again after all of this weather event. And hopefully tomorrow, if you get a chance, if you can go watch me and Strings and Pucks do our live collaboration in the afternoon, I would really appreciate that. He is a really cool content creator, and if you haven't seen him yet, you show up tomorrow and then you go check his channel out. You're going to be amazed. I think, anyways. Everybody, thank you for the jewels. Thank you for the super gifts and the chats and all of that. I really appreciate that. You guys are the best community on YouTube, and I would not have made it past without everybody here. And I'm glad it had a really good showing today, because that way I can say thank you to a lot of people live. So everybody have a great evening. And hopefully everybody's healthy and happy and ready to get through this week. And believe it or not, in a few days, get into February 2026. Who would have thought? Thank you, Hen House. Everybody take care. Have an awesome night, and peace out.